Happy day, my friends. I hope that wherever you are at this point in time, as you are seeing this video, I hope that you are doing well. I hope that you are feeling good in your body and that you are present with yourself, with God, with love, with peace, because that is what you deserve, because that is the calling that has been placed on your life, is for you to be present with yourself, with God, with love, with peace. Okay? So let's just go ahead and get into the conversation. Welcome to those of you who are new here. My name is Macy LaShawn Sledge, and I am here to encourage, uplift, and empower anyone who is present, anyone who is doing the work in their own lives to heal, to grow, to evolve. So I welcome you, and I'm grateful to you for being here with me for this conversation. So this conversation, let's get into it. Okay, the first thing that wants to be said, that's coming through is that God does not want you to pursue anything. Okay, God does not want you to pursue anything. And I know that it totally goes against the narrative that is floating around in our atmosphere. Okay, this narrative that says you need to be hustling in order to make it in this life, this narrative that says you need to be working very hard, that you need to be chasing your dreams, that you need to be doing X, Y, and Z to make life happen. Okay, God does not want you to pursue anything. Okay, what God wants, okay, is for you to be available. God wants you to be available. Okay, what does God want you to be available to, or what does God want you to be available for? Okay, God wants you to be available so that the greatest expressions of God, not even the greatest expression, so that the highest thoughts of God, so that God's thoughts, so that God's ways can be expressed through you with ease. Okay, you have to remember that you are a vessel. You are a vessel. Okay, there is so much going on in our world right now, and so many people are holding on to this narrative that says you are to put your humanity comes first. Okay, your humanity comes first. There's this narrative that we are all empaths and we are all taking on what the world is feeling. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because you existed prior to this body coming into existence. Okay, your true nature, the essence of who you are, existed long before this body came into existence. Okay, and so your humanity does not come first. However, your humanity plays a vital role in the goodness of God being expressed through you and in your life. Okay? So when we say God does not want you to pursue anything, God just wants you to be available. God wants you to be available so that God can express this goodness, so that God's goodness and glory can be expressed through you with ease. Now, in pursuing, okay, in pursuing and seeking and chasing and hustling, all of that distracts you from being available. Okay, all of that is serving as a distraction. Okay, your dreams, your visions, those things that you are seeking, those things that you are pursuing, part of the reason why you are pursuing all of those things is because you have looked at your life and you have deemed your life as unworthy. You have looked at your life and you have said, the life that I am living is unworthy. The life that I am living is not enough. I need more. I need more life. I need more life. I need more life. And God is saying, no, what you need is to let go. Okay, stop playing the cat and mouse game with life. Let go and be open, become more available to this divine thing, to this divine work being done through you and in your life, so that you can experience a life with no limits, so that you can be liberated, so that you can truly be liberated, so that you can truly live a life of freedom. There is nothing for you to pursue. Okay, I want to give you an example, all right? So, and this is an example. Take me for example, okay? I have always wanted to live by the water. I've always wanted to live in the Caribbean, okay? I've always wanted to live in the Caribbean. Now, that is a desire I have, okay? That is a desire I have. Now, it is a desire that resonates deeply with my heart and with my soul, for sure. Not going to deny that, okay? We're not going to deny that. So there are certain desires that come through that you feel deep within you that resonate with your heart, that are soul desires, okay? There are those desires. But just because you see the desire, just because it makes itself known to you, does not mean that you are to begin chasing, seeking, pursuing, trying to figure out how to make that happen. Why? Why? Because life is still happening right here in this present moment. And God needs you. Okay? God needs you to be available to life and how it wants to be expressed through you right here, right now. What happens whenever we see these visions, whenever we see these desires, whenever they come through, we immediately go into this mode of trying to figure out how to make it happen. We immediately start projecting onto the future our visions of what it's supposed to be, how we're supposed to make it happen. We also start projecting our worries and our doubts. This is why you're not supposed to be pursuing anything. This is why God doesn't want you to pursue anything. Because in your pursuing of the thing, you start to you start to identify what it is that you lack. You start to identify limitations. And so then your pursuing slows down. So then you become discouraged. This is why God doesn't want you to pursue anything. Because in pursuing the things, okay, in trying to be in control, because essentially that's what's happening. That's what you're doing, is you're trying to be in control. So instead of trying to be in control, your only role, your only job is to be available to how life is wanting to express itself through you in the here and now. Because, hear this, the thing that you are trying to pursue, the desire that you are trying to pursue is already a thing of the past. And so you are trying to chase something that has already passed you by. Okay? You're trying to chase something that has already passed you by. And if you would just stay present, if you would just stay open and available, if you would let go of the seeking, the chasing, the pursuing, life, the synchronicities, okay? Because God is always moving, always working. And if you are available and present in the here and now, then what is happening in your life right now will bring you, will show you how, even now, in this now moment, will show you how God is bringing you into alignment with the fulfillment, with the fulfilled version of that desire. Okay, so my example of wanting to live in the Caribbean, okay, I could push that desire. I could pursue it. I could seek it out. Okay, I could do whatever I need to do. I could go out and get 30 jobs to save so much money so that I can make the move. I could do that. Again, it is a soul heart. It is a desire that resonates with my heart and with my soul. However, I am aware that God is doing a work in my life right here where I am at. And what happens whenever we start pursuing, start seeking, start chasing, is we end up exhausting ourselves. And in exhausting ourselves, we can't be available to the miraculous things that want to happen in our lives in the now moment. Okay? When we are present with our true nature, with the essence of who we are, we can see and we can feel the vastness of reality. So I can see that me living in the Caribbean is a reality. I can see it, I can feel it, I see myself there. But in the interim, what is God doing right here? Am I being available to what God is doing right here? Okay, a higher work is being done, and that higher work, it's always being done. However, we tend to miss it when we're busy pursuing or seeking or chasing. There is nothing for you to pursue. Life is here right now. And you may say, well, why am I struggling? Or why is this happening in my life? Or why is that happening in my life? God is speaking to you. God is speaking to you. Even in the here and now, God is trying to get you to see your power. Okay? These things are not happening in your life. God is trying to get you to see your power, to acknowledge the power that you are, God is trying to get you to acknowledge this authority that you have to create change in your life. But are you available to that? God doesn't want you to stop taking care of your life, but God wants you to be more available, more open to the miraculous, to living a life of faith, and to allowing that, your faith, to lead you and guide you. It's real. It's real. And God is there is this expanding that is occurring. And you're beginning to see that certain things no longer need your attention. It may feel like things are being taken away from you. It's not that they're being taken away from you. God is just trying to get you to put it all in His hands. God is trying to get you to see and understand. God is trying to get you to hear. God is trying to tell you, I've got this. Trust the process. Trust me. Trust the process. Trust yourself. God does not want you to pursue anything. God just wants you to be available so that God's goodness and glory can express itself in your life and through you in the here and now. Don't get caught up in this idea that when my life becomes what I think it needs to become in the future, that's when God's glory is going to shine in my life. God's glory is shining in your life, right? It's coming through, is trying to make itself known in your life right now. But are you being a willing vessel? Are you being available to that being expressed through you in the now? Okay? Because miracles are flowing even here. Even here, miracles are flowing. Even here, miracles are flowing. Even here, transformation is taking place. Even here, some are making themselves available. Some are becoming available to experiencing it. And some are still stuck in their limitations because they want to be in control. You have to surrender control. You have to trust you have to see the essence of who you are. You have to see your true nature. You have to know and accept that before you became this character, before you manifested into this life as this body, as this person that you are, something else was already in existence. So that desire that you're pursuing, that you're seeking, that you're chasing, it's already in existence. It's already in existence. It's already in existence. Your job, your responsibility is to be available, to be open, so that the things that need to be moved around can be moved around, and you can continue evolving and growing. Because even in the small, tiny moments, even in the here and now, where you feel like you may lack what you need, God's goodness and glory is shining through. Okay? God does not want you to pursue anything. God just wants you to be available to the work that wants to be done through you. All right? That is your only responsibility. God doesn't want you to carry any of it. I think I said in a video that I posted, in one of the last videos that I posted, that the essence of who you are carries no burdens. The essence of who you are carries no burdens. The only reason why burdens begin to exist is because you are pursuing, you are chasing, you are seeking after something that you should not be seeking, chasing, or pursuing. Okay? The essence of who you are carries no burdens. The essence of who you are knows that there is nothing to pursue, that there is nothing to seek, that there is nothing to chase. The essence of who you are is experiencing fulfillment right here, right now. And that's available to you right here, right now. The essence of who you are is experiencing bliss. And God wants you to know that you can experience bliss even in the midst of whatever is happening in your life and in the world as a whole. That's available to you. And it's your responsibility as a human to do what you can do, to do what you can to ground into that energy, into that feeling. Okay? It is your responsibility as a human to serve as an example, to be a living example for other people around you to see that it's possible to live a life of peace, that it's possible to experience joy even here. Okay, it's your responsibility as a human to be a vessel for peace, love, joy, bliss to flow through even here in the midst of it all. Okay? But if you are so busy pursuing, chasing, seeking what it is that you think you lack, you can't be available for that to flow through you. Okay? It'll always be right there. You know how that phrase, like it's on the tip of my tongue. The peace, the joy, the bliss, the love will always remain on the tip of your tongue as long as you're seeking, pursuing, and chasing what it is that you think you lack. But once you come back here to this present moment and you dwell there within, it'll no longer just be on the tip of your tongue, but you'll be professing. You'll be professing. You'll be speaking boldly, fiercely, unapologetically about this peace, love, and joy and bliss that you are experiencing, even in the midst of the perceived chaos. God does not want you to pursue anything. God just wants you to be available. All right? I love you so much. If you have any thoughts, questions, anything, leave it in the comment section, okay? If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, I want to invite you to subscribe, all right? I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing the work, okay? Thank you for doing the work. I always have to say it when I end the video. Thank you for doing the work, because as you are doing the work in your personal life, that is having a direct effect on the world around you, okay? And the world around you is benefiting from you doing the work in your personal life, all right? I love you so much, and I'll see you next time.